In a sea cave, a god's secret was born. Poseidon left before dawn. He always did. Thusa looked down. One eye looked back. No fault of his own, just born different. By morning, his mother was gone. The first lesson of his life, abandonment. Other Cyclopes found him. They did not smile. Poseidon's blood, one muttered. Not a compliment. This was his world now, Etna's shadow. They raised him, not with love, with duty. Even among monsters, he was the outsider. He saw himself for the first time and flinched. Half god, they sneered, half nothing. He learned to sit alone. It hurt less. Only one gave him purpose, Brontes, the herder. The flock doesn't care what you look like. With sheep, he never had to explain himself. The cave became the only place he felt safe. They trained for war. He was never invited. So he trained alone, in the dark. Strength became the only language he trusted. His power impressed them. His silence unsettled them. Beyond that sea, he imagined, someone might understand. He had never spoken to a human, not once. For now, only the flock. The sea would wait. He grew faster than the others. It scared them. Strength that should have earned respect earned distance. One day, another Cyclops tested him. He held back, barely. Word spread. He was dangerous now, not just strange. The fire circle had no place for him anymore. Only Brontes still sat with him. He decided to build his own place. No one asked him to stay. A cave twice the size of any home he'd known. He built walls no one else would live behind. His hands learned to make what his life lacked. The sheep asked nothing of him. He asked nothing back. Some nights, the silence felt almost peaceful. He trained not for war, just to feel useful. Brontes still found the path to his door. They still talk about you, Brontes warned. He didn't answer. There was nothing new to say. This coastline was his now, all of it. Something from beyond the sea had reached his shore. Someone out there carved with hands like his own. He started collecting pieces of a world he'd never seen. A shrine to a world that didn't know he existed. Far off, lights flickered where people lived. Another day of waiting for something to change. Years passed. The flock grew, so did he. He knew every ledge, every danger by heart. A life measured in mornings, not in people. He counted days. He stopped counting years. One night, the sea sent a warning. He worked through the night, alone as always. The storm left something behind, pieces of a ship. Human hands built this, hands he'd never met. His shrine to the outside world kept growing. Some evenings the wind carried voices, just barely. He didn't understand the words. He memorized them anyway. Alone in his cave, he practiced a language. No one to speak to. He spoke anyway. He fought off wolves that same week. No witnesses. No one would ever know what that night cost him. Everything he had, he built with his own hands. Sometimes he talked to the driftwood. It never answered. Even the birds had somewhere to go. He wondered how far a man could swim. He was unready. Not yet. Another year folded into the ones before it. He had become exactly what his strength promised. His collection was the closest thing he had to family. The world beyond was getting closer, or he was. Something was coming. He could feel it. For the first time, he heard them sing. He didn't understand the words. He understood the feeling. When the singing stopped, the silence felt heavier. That night, the sea turned violent. Somewhere out there, a ship was fighting for its life. By morning, the sea had given something back. A man, close enough to touch. For once, his strength had a kind purpose. He gave the stranger his own bed of furs. He stayed awake the whole night, watching. He wanted to be ready when the man woke. The sailor woke and saw him clearly. "Please," he said. "I only wanted to help." The man ran. He didn't even look back. One glance was all it took to confirm his fear. The fire he'd built for a guest burned for no one. For the first time, his anger broke free. Even monsters, it turns out, can cry. Something in him hardened after that night. If they feared him, he'd give them a reason. The gentle giant was harder to find now. Yet every night, he still watched the water. One morning, a ship came closer than ever before. Everything in him wanted to run. He stayed. This time, he told himself, would be different. The ship he'd feared came to rest nearby. A dozen men rowed toward his shore. He was out with the flock. They didn't know. A life's work, stacked neatly along the walls.
The cave calls us deeper.
Whoever lives here is no
Torches
ordinary
high, watch
man,
for shadows.
one whispered. Take what we need and go, they
We
pleaded.
cannot delay. The crew is restless. The winds shift.
Their captain wanted to meet the owner instead. He came home like any other evening. For the first time, someone had come to him. They looked at him the way everyone always had. He sealed the entrance, just like every other night. To them, it looked like a trap.
We cannot wait.
He built the fire high. For once, he had guests. Their eyes met across the fire. "Where do you come from?" he asked, gently. The captain chose his words with care. He ate the way he always had, simply. Every gesture of his read to them as threat. He noticed. It stung more than he expected. He offered them food. No one took it. Even sharing a fire, they kept their distance. He'd waited his whole life for this. It hurt anyway. Morning came. He was still asking questions. The captain offered him a gift. He had never tasted anything like it. For a few hours, he almost felt light. "What should I call you, friend?" he asked. "Nobody," the captain said. "My name is Nobody." "Nobody," he repeated. A fine name. For one night, he slept without fear. The wine was a gift. It was also a plan. They whispered what they meant to do. One last night of peace, and he didn't know it. The captain gave the signal. Four men, one stake, no turning back. He looked almost at peace. The shadows on the wall told the story first. Somewhere outside, the night flinched. What happened next, only the cave wall saw. He woke into a darkness that never lifted. The men who did it couldn't watch either. He reached for anything. He found nothing. His cries carried across the hillside. "Nobody is hurting me," he cried out. "Nobody? Then it must be the gods," one said. They left him alone with his own name. The cleverness of the trick was its cruelty. If he couldn't see them leave, he'd feel them. He checked every back that passed through his hands. Every sheep, nothing more. Except the last one carried more than wool. His hands found wool, nothing hidden beneath it, he thought. The flock walked free, so did they. The silence told him before his hands did. They ran the last stretch without looking back. He followed their voices to the edge of the world he knew. The gap between them grew with every stroke. "Who are you really?" he called out.
"Steady on, men!
"Odysseus," the answer finally came. "Remember it." The name meant nothing now. The damage was done. He came home to a home he couldn't see. This time, no one was getting in. Seasons passed. The door never opened. He learned his whole world by feel. The world beyond the sea stopped mattering. The years wore down everything but his patience.
The ship approaches.
Somewhere out
You
there,
from afar.
his name was
We must be
changing.
ready. Listen, my brothers.
Each
The wind calls
retelling
us to
made the
rise.
monster
Do not
bigger.
be afraid. The sea will carry us to our destiny.
He never heard what they were saying about him. The flock grew smaller every year. He talked to himself. It was that or silence. No one came looking anymore. He still faced the water, out of habit. One quiet night, the waiting simply ended. The cave outlived the man who built it. The story kept sailing long after he was gone. Children learned to fear a man they never met. The legend got a face. It wasn't his. The truth stayed behind, alone in the cave. Not a monster, just someone nobody ever really saw.